What's going on, guys? It's me, and I show you how to open up your own independent living homes. Okay. For those that don't know what independent living is, essentially what we do is we house people who cannot afford traditional housing, right? Who lives in these homes? It depends on who you want to house, right? You can house veterans, of course. You can house seniors if you want to. You can house mental health. I house mental health. You can house children and women and children, single men and children. You can house the children aging out of foster care. There's so many demographics that you can house. So don't just choose veterans. I know a lot of people love the veterans, but there's so many other demographics that you can house, right? Okay. And I know on your timelines, right, you probably see a lot of people opening up their independent living and you're probably thinking it's oversaturated. It's the opposite. It's not. This is in demand, okay? So don't worry about, oh, everybody's doing it. It's not. It's a very small portion of people doing this, okay? It just looks like it online, right? Constant Care. Hey, honey bun. What's going on? Dita Digital, okay? Everybody knows. Well, if you're on my lives and if you follow me, you know why I opened up my independent living home, right? It's not a secret. The reason why I opened up my independent living home is so I could leave my job. That was my goal. Okay. I didn't have this, yearning to, you know, specific. How do I put it? It wasn't a passion of mine, if I'm being honest. I literally just wanted to leave my job. And everybody knows who's in nursing how grueling it could be, how tiring it could be, how stressful it could be, right? I needed to get out of there. And by opening up my independent living home, that's what happened. I was afforded that opportunity. So that's why I tell people all about it. A lot of nurses hit me up because they want to do the same thing. They want to get out of there, and I get it. You know, I get it. Okay, so that's why I opened up my independent living home. So if you're thinking like, I don't have like a passion for it, like, I never thought I'd be doing that. It's not my thing. As long as you care, like you're a decent person, you're going to be fine. Okay. You don't have to have a burning, yearning passion. You just have to want to help people and do the right thing. That's it. Okay. I wanted to leave my job. I succeeded. I hit my goal. And now I teach you guys how to do it. Right. Okay. It's very easy if you just follow the steps or you get the right mentorship. Right. You can't go wrong. All right. And by opening up one, you can make reoccurring income, like monthly, like clockwork. Okay. You can set yourself up to be very wealthy if you do it right. All right. You don't need a license for this, guys. You don't need like any special degrees. You can build a real business and you're going to make real money, provided that you set it up the right way. All right. So if you have questions, you guys, you can always just drop it down in the chat and just let me know and I'll answer it. This is for beginners. Okay. If you're a beginner and you don't know nothing, I mean, you know absolutely nothing about the business, this is for you. Okay. If you are already a landlord, okay, if you're a property management, if you are a nurse, or if you are in the medical field or any of those things, this is for you. You can do this. All right. So don't think, oh, I've never done this before. I don't know how to take care of the people. You're actually not taking care of them physically. You're not doing that. You're not doing anything nursing. You're not administering any pills, washing them up. You're not doing any of that. You are providing strictly housing, and that is it. In fact, we can't do those other things. It's illegal. You'll get shut down. So please don't do that. All right. Hey, I'm still trying to get social workers to respond to emails and callbacks. Make sure you keep doing your follow-ups. Okay. Sometimes it's going to take a little bit. That's okay. That's normal. Okay. Hey, Lulux. Hi, honey bun. If you're an entrepreneur, you can get into this. All right. So don't think, oh, I don't know. It seems hard. It's not hard, but if you listen to a lot of people, it will be, because you're going to get like mixed information and you're probably going to run in circles. Okay. Now, you don't have to own your own property. You don't have to do that. You can rent. A lot of us do rent. But if you happen to own your own property already, that's even better, because you don't have to pitch to the landlords. All right. If you own your own property, even better. But I don't own. A lot of us don't own, and it's okay. Okay. You can just rent the property. Is Sweet Rose Tea in here? I see her name, but I don't know if she's in here. So is it better to start with an apartment or a house or a condo? It doesn't matter. You can start with a house. You can start with an apartment. If you can't find a house, just make sure you have enough space. It doesn't matter. You can do it in any one of those if you want. Okay. For the states that do need zoning, listen to me, please. You can't just go open up a house. You're welcome. You just can't go open up a house, all right? And again, let me tell you this. Just because your landlord says yes, right? He knows what you're doing. He agrees with your business model. He's all for it. Yes, yes, yes. Just because your landlord says yes, your landlord's permission does not override the local laws, okay? If his property is not zoned for it, he can give you all the permission he wants. But if you set up in that, you could get shut down. Again, the permission of your landlord does not override the local law. So just make sure when you're looking for your properties, make sure you see if it's R3, R2, MU, okay? I'll probably make a video about that just so you can remember it, all right? So please don't get shut down, all right? Just make sure you're looking on your platforms to make sure that you can set up in there, okay? If you were looking for, like, a lot of people get a little mixed up, and again, they're all over the place because they're jumping from my room to this room to their room, and it could be a lot. It could be a lot. But if you do need mentorship, I do offer mentorship, and inside, listen to me, inside the mentorship, okay, it's lit over there. We are winning over there, okay? And the reason why we're winning is because you have weekly coaching calls, okay? Every single week, you're jumping on a weekly coaching call to make sure that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. Okay, you're going to get a blueprint. It's already laid out for you. So you can't mess it up. Like, there's no way you can mess it up. The only way you're going to mess it up is if you don't do what is being told. Okay, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to do that. It's already laid out. So you just execute it. Okay. And for those who are like, oh, I don't have any money, right? I don't have any money to set up or to get my property. In the mentorship, we're going to help you to become a referral resource. All right. That way, if you become a referral resource, you can then, whatever your price is, me personally, I charge $150, whatever your price is. If you become a referral resource, you can make money that way. Okay. You supply the referrals, then you get paid for it. All right. You don't have to have a house at all. All right. So if you're trying to make money, you can make money that way in mentorship. All right. User 123790071. Thank you for joining. Okay. And again, it's a clear path. You don't have to guess about anything. There's so many community members over there that are there to help you. If you have a question, the answer is going to be there. If you have any concerns, the concerns are going to be addressed. All right. If you're looking to build business credit, you need funding. We have a business funding expert right in mentorship for those who are like, oh, I don't have enough money. We're doing that over there too. All right. So we got everything under control over there. All right. So you don't have to worry about, oh, I don't know, I don't have the money. It's going to take me forever to set up. It's going to take me forever to save. We have ways over there to get you some money. Okay. Yes. So how much is it? It's right now, it's $97. Can you believe that? Can you believe it? Can you believe it? It's really good. And again, we have a lot of members over there, so you're not going to be alone. You literally have everybody behind you. They're rooting for you. They're cheering for you. We're dropping referrals every day. So if you do need to, fill your houses, people are dropping referrals constantly that you can pick up so that you can place them in your home so they can get filled. Okay. We're constantly helping each other win over there so that you're not alone. Because sometimes it can be frustrating to do it by yourself. It was frustrating for me to do it by myself with pieces of information. People giving me this information. I'm watching this person. They're giving me this information. And then come to find out, you have to do your own due diligence. I didn't know that, oh, this zoning area doesn't want me there. Okay, R3 is the best way to go. Like, I didn't know that the landlord giving me permission was just not enough. If you're in one of those states that require zoning, I didn't know any of this. People are not going to tell you that because they want you, to buy the course. You set up just to get shut down. Okay. Now, how we get paid, right? It depends on what you accept, but these are the ways that we get paid. Private pay, because most of these people that we house, they do get income, contrary to what people believe. Oh, they're homeless, they don't have any money. They have money, okay? They have their SSI, they have their SSDI, they have their veterans, and even the agencies that send them over, they will pay for them too. Like, they will pay for their first months and their community fee. They can pay up to 3 months, 6 or 12 months, depending on what agency they're coming from. Okay. And some people who are not really good with money, some of their relatives do pay on their behalf. So that is how we get paid. If you're going to open up one, I would suggest you get a 3 to 4 bedroom. Anything under that, you're really not going to make as much as you would like. All right. So first start out with a 3 bedroom or 4 bedroom if you can. Okay. If you can. I know that it could be a little pricey because the first month's rent is a lot. It could be a lot. But sometimes there is a way, right? There's a way. You can go on the outskirts of your town. That's what I had to do, because if I got one in town, it would have been too high. I wouldn't have been able to afford it. So you can go to the smaller towns where there's like lower populations or whatever, and the houses are very cheap. So hey, boss lady forever, you can go on those outskirts. Okay, they have really good prices over there. Tony, yes, I am. We are talking about independent living. So you can try that too. And when you're looking for your homes as well, look for the houses that have been on the market like for a very long time. Because my first one was, and they were like eager to get rid of it, eager to rent it out so they could start getting paid. So you can look for the ones that have been on the market for a long time, or look for the ones who are in the outskirts, not in your major city. Okay. So you can do that to try to like lower the cost. Again, it doesn't matter like what demographic you house, but I just want to bring the attention that everybody wants to house veterans, and there's other people, you guys, there's other people who need assistance. So please, like, if you can house multiple demographics, that's great. I house mental health, I house veterans, and they're all seniors. I house the seniors because they stay there a long time. Usually when they move in, they don't want to go anywhere else. And that's what I like. I don't like a lot of in and out. I don't like a lot of turnover. So I do shoot for the seniors. Hey, Marie, what's going on, honey bun? Jokey, what's going on? Hi, Donna, welcome in. But if you have questions, again, just drop them below and I'll answer them for you. Again, you can do this in any state. You don't need a license. You don't need any of that. We don't require it, right? We don't require it because we're not giving the medications. We're not dressing. We're not bathing. We're not doing any of that. That's not our lane. We stay in our lane. We do strictly housing. Okay. What was that? What was that? But yeah, you guys just let me know if you have any questions and then I'll just answer them for you. All right. But if you need a game plan, we got you in mentorship. We're there for you every single day. Okay. We're coaching you every week. There's a live coaching call that you can jump on if you have any concerns, like, so you don't have that jittery feeling like, am I doing this right? Or someone said, well, I've been reaching out to these agencies, are not calling me back. We all have those fears and these jitters, and you don't even know if you're doing it right. You don't even know how many times you're supposed to reach out. We're right there for you, so you can't mess it up. Okay. The whole goal is to make sure that you succeed. Okay. Tony, thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate you. Hey, sunshine. Hi, baby. What's going on, Jazz? Okay. And there's real deal breakdowns, you guys. You're not going to be able to, misunderstand. There's no misunderstandings. You'll be able to get it. All right. Everything's in order. Everything's set up so you understand and you're not like, oh my God, this is too much. This is too hard. There's too many rules. You just have to follow the blueprint that we're giving to you. It's already laid out. I keep trying to, it's already laid out. I share your live and information with my daughter. Thank you. She's not long. Open up. Let's go. Tony, where is yours? Did you open one yet? Are you on the way of doing it? That's dope. That's what I'm talking about. Congratulations to her. Because it's hard. I know people do not want to work every day of their lives. I mean, everybody has to work for a living, and I get it. But golly, right? Every day? Every single day? No, there has to be a way out. This is it, right? Come on, thank you for coming in. I agree, and thank you. BJ White, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Hey, honey, therapy lady, what's going on? You're new here. If you have any questions, just drop it below. We're discussing independent living, how we get paid, what's it all about, how you can get started. Okay, if you guys are interested in independent living, you might want to follow because that's what I talk about on my page. I try to drop videos every day so you guys can understand what's going on. So when you do open up, you don't get shut down. Okay, a lot of people just going here, opening up and getting shut down because the city will knock on your door, you guys, if you're not zoned, if you're in one of those states that require zoning. Therapy lady, do it. I'm telling you, and I'm being so sincere, do it. Okay, I wanted to start one too. Like I said, I don't know if you were here earlier because I wanted to leave my job. You know what I mean? I didn't want, it was becoming too much. Okay, and that's why I opened it. I opened it. Once it was filled, I don't recommend this though. Once it was filled, I was out. I left. And I haven't looked back since. So, you're in Florida. Oh, of course you could do this in Florida. And you guys don't even require zoning out there. I would not recommend HOAs. I just don't. If you do set up in one, the people around you are going to give you a very, very, very hard time to the point where you're not going to want to be there anymore. There's going to be reports day in and day out. Like, if you can stay away from them, please stay away from them. You want to go into more like high density communities. Missouri, I don't think they need zoning, but Cheryl, I could just DM you because I don't know it like right off the top of my head. But you can absolutely do this in Missouri if that's what you're asking. Absolutely. There's so many homeless people. There are going to be homeless people, unfortunately, right? Forever. So you're always going to have a clientele. You can absolutely do this in Arizona. Yep. Rusafaga. Sorry, because I know I'm chopping your name up. Only homeless or other demographics as well. Well, essentially, everybody who comes to us is homeless. They don't necessarily live on the street. They could be couch surfing. They could be living in their cars. They could be, crashing at friends' houses, but technically they're homeless. Okay? Technically, they are homeless. I know when people say homeless, we think of the people that are on the street. Yes, we do get the people on the street, but we also get people who are in between housing. They can't afford $2,100 rent. They can't afford $1,800 rent. So then they come to us, okay? You're welcome. A lot of people don't like to house mental health because of the stigma it has on them. So a lot of them are looking for housing. I house them. It's not, I know the stigma might scare you because it scared me too. Okay, it scared me. But a lot of the mental health people, when they're on their medication, they're just like you and me, like, I'm not asking you to do something that, you're afraid of or you get in over your head. But again, that's why you do the screening, right? But a majority of them, once they're on their medication and they stay on their medication, they're fine, okay? Do most of them follow they have to follow the house rules. They have to follow the house rules. That it is contingent upon staying there. That's why we have our house rules. Everyone must follow those house rules. They're put in place for a reason, not just to protect them, but to protect the house as well. So yes, they do have to sign that they agree to the house rules way before they even move in. And if you're like working right now, right, and you're thinking about opening up your own, maybe you don't want to quit your job. Maybe you don't want to be like me. You don't want to quit your job. You want to keep your job because you really love it. That's fine. You could do this part-time. You don't have to necessarily quit your job if that's not what you want to do. There's a lot of people still working and still have their independent living. Okay, so if that's what you want to do, you can do that too. Image, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. I'm trying to start my own independent living. What will you suggest for me to do first? Cheryl, what did you do? Did you do anything at all? Or is it just still up here? It's still just a thought, like you want to do it. Did you do anything? Have you started anything? Any like brainstorming? Have you came up with your name yet? Or like a logo for yourself? Or the colors? Have you done anything? Thank you for joining the live, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, you can start there, Cheryl. And that's not going to cost you anything to do those things. That's where you can start, Cheryl. That's where you can start. Because a lot of people forget, like, this is their business. What am I going to be named? What is my program going to be called? And nobody knows. Like, just something so simple as the name of your program, people don't even think about it. So yes, come up with your name. You haven't came up with a name yet. All right. But once you pass that point and you've done the name, you've got your logo, you've built your foundation, listen, if you need help, again, I'm here. You can always book a one-on-one, or if you rather just mentorship where there's people always around you, where you're going to get the weekly coaching calls, where you're going to have the blueprint right in front of you, do the mentorship, because people are always there. Like, they're always there to answer any one of your questions, any one of your concerns. Everybody in the mentorship group they have your back, so you don't have to worry about it. You're not alone. You don't feel like you're doing this by yourself. Harriet, thanks for the follow. I appreciate you, honey bun. Madeline, thanks for joining. But yeah, you can make a really good living off of this. Okay? I'm going to take my personal business and I'm going to share my personal business a little bit. And you can see whether or not, like, that's something you want to do. When I first started, I got a 4-bedroom. I shot for a 4 and I got a 4. After my expenses, right? After I pay the rent and utilities and all that good stuff, I get about $4,000. Some people say, oh, it's only $4,000 is nothing to sneeze at. $4,000 can pay someone's rent, pay their utilities, and they can have a little pocket money on the side. That's what I got out of my first home. Okay. So if that sounds interesting to you, if you're like, oh, that's not bad. It's not bad. And I didn't have to go into an office to get it. It doesn't matter if I didn't show up for 4 days in a row at my house, right? It doesn't matter. I'm still going to get paid. As opposed to going to work, you miss 2 days, your check is so much less than you expect it to be, and you still got to pay the same bills the next month. No, it doesn't matter if you don't go to your house. I go to my house once a week, every week. The rest of the week, I'm off doing my own thing. They're off doing their own thing. They're independent. They can do what they want. We're not babysitting these people. Okay? We're not. They're independent. They can cook for themselves. They can clean for themselves. They got their own stuff going on, right? And so do you. So you don't have to babysit them. You don't have to be there every single day like your job. Okay? And you still get paid. How do they pay you? Well, the only thing that I don't accept is a personal check, right? I don't accept personal checks at all. But I will take a Cash App, through the business Cash App. I will take cash, of course. I will take money orders because, some people are old school and they just like to do that. And sometimes I will send them a link and they put their card information and then it sends over to my bank account. But yeah, you can also sign up for Inigo. That way it takes the payments from your residence and it's just one step and it's easy. All right. But it depends on how you structure it, what you're willing to, accept for payments. But don't take personal checks. Mia Moore, thanks for joining, honey bun. But yeah, once you have your house rules set, make sure that you guys are, you have to visit your house at least once a week, you guys. Yes, they're independent, but you also want to do your walkthroughs because you want to make sure everything's on the up and up. The house is clean, everybody's all right. The house is in working order. And again, we do have cameras on our phone, so we can look inside the house to see what's going on at any given time. Of course, it's a two-way, so we can speak through the speaker and talk to the residents inside the house. So make sure you have that as well. It's not completely hands-off, but this is the most hands-off you're going to get in this business. Like it's not like an assisted living or something like that. Are you renting or do you own the property? Oh, I rent. You can own your property, which makes it a little easier because you're not out there pitching to the landlords and getting them to agree to your business model. But if you don't own, it's perfectly fine. So many of us just rent. I'm installing cameras for my daughter this weekend. I know that's right, Tony. How much to start? Yuri, do you mean start the business? How much would it cost to rent your first property or what? Am I off? Is that what you mean? Okay, that depends because where I live might be less than where you live, right? You might live in New York. Some people might live in Cali. Some people live in Idaho. It's totally different, but you're going to need your first month's rent and your security. She is very passionate, excited to do it. I'm excited for her because I know that, Tony, I know that feeling. I felt the same way. I was I can't wait. And as I put every piece of furniture in there and I stepped back and I looked at him oh my gosh, I'm really doing this, right? It's that feeling you get. It's a really good feeling. And then when she gets her first resident, it's addictive. It's addictive. Hi, and what business do you do? We are talking about independent living. We house those individuals who can't get into traditional housing. Okay, we can house veterans, we house seniors, we house mental health, whatever demographic that you feel closer to, right? We house children and women and children, men and children, kids aging out of foster care. You can pick your demographic, okay? Hi, Donna. If you have any questions, honey, just let me know. She is, I'm proud of her. I am proud of her. She is 20. Yes, I'm proud of her, Tony. What are you talking about? That is dope. That is dope. Would I do an apartment? I would. You could do this in an apartment, but just make sure if you're going to do it in an apartment and you plan on housing seniors, just try to get it. You have to get it on the first floor because sometimes they have their walkers and stuff or their canes and stuff. So just make sure you do it on the first floor. I want to do it, but I'm afraid I'm paid for rent and no one is going to. Don't, Yuri, listen to me. And I mean this sincerely from the bottom of my heart. We all had that fear. I had it. I really want to do this. This looks awesome. Everyone makes it seem so easy, right? I met a lady long time ago, way before, probably 10, 15 years ago. I met this lady. She was doing the same exact thing. I just didn't know what it was called, okay? She was housing veterans. And at that time, I wasn't really, I gave it no thought. No, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to go do nursing. And look, full circle, now I'm doing what she been told me to get into. But we all have that fear, okay? Don't worry about that. you're going to get the people. If you're in mentorship, you're going to get the people. Okay, we're not gonna let you fail. Okay, you just gotta execute it. You just have to do what mentorship. You're going to get the people. Okay, we're not gonna let you fail. Okay, you just gotta execute it. You just have to do what we're telling you to do. You're going to get the people. C and EIN for my independent. Let's go, Donna. That's what I'm talking about. Congratulations. Let's go. Thank you. Really appreciate all the things. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Anytime. I'm thinking about a group home, okay, or housing. I'm getting ready to work at a group home. April, why work at one when you can own one? Okay. The blessing of ownership. How would you suggest me going by renting my first house? Well, you have to pitch to the landlords, right? You have to pitch your program to them. You can't just run it like how we would rent our apartments or our houses. We're going to give you a script, right? You say exactly what we're telling you to say, all right? Because if you're just winging it, 9 times out of 10, they're going to say no, okay? We're going to give you a script. You say the script, all right? A lot of people just wing it and, oh, I'm looking at this property and your property looks good for my needs. And I was wondering if, I was just inquiring to see if, you would be interested in leasing your property to us because I have an agency and we house veterans. No, because they don't care. First of all, they don't care. Because you didn't even give them any benefits. It was all about you. Like, oh, you want to house veterans. The house looks good for your needs. And they're looking at you like, what? What's in it for me? Like, you understand? Like, that's why we give you the pitch. That's why we tell you what to say, because there's so much missing when people go out and pitch to these landlords. Let's go, honey bun. If you're ready to start, the link is in the bio for mentorship. We're all over there. I think Terrence is already over there. He's always over there. You're welcome. I have an apartment, yes, that is furnished that I do Airbnb on. Okay. You can turn it into independent living. You can turn it into shared living. A lot of people have done that. You won't be the first. You can do that. This is my first time working at one because I get straight looking for a place to live. I need to. Okay, I get it. But April, no, do your thing. Do what you need to do. By all means, please don't take it like that. Do that. But I'm saying, April, you can own your own too. Okay? You can own your own. Donna, I got you. Mentorship is right in the bio. We're all over there. You own a duplex. I own a duplex. Just need to find the people. Have you been marketing, honey bun? You got to be out there. You got to get your name out there. You can have a house. You can get the house, guys, all you want to. You really can. You can get a house. It's going to be pretty. It's going to be big and nice. But it doesn't matter if nobody lives there. You just have a house. Okay? A house without people is just a house. It's not a home. Okay? You got to get out there. You got to, do your thing. You got to pitch. You got to make those calls. You got to do those pop-ups. You got to send those emails. Okay? And this is not just a one-day thing. All right? I need help to start with the link on your bio to click. It'll say Stan Store. And then once you click it, you'll see the different options. And then it'll say THD, which is the housing department. And it'll say mentorship. Click it over there. And once you get in, just tell Terrence, I'm here. We're all over there. The community is going to welcome you, Fabi. So don't even worry about it. We got you. It says yes. Yes. You have to make sure you're out there. I mean, you got to want it, you guys. Me personally, if I can do it, and I know you hear this a lot, if I could do it, you can do it. No, I'm so for real. If I can do this, you can do this. Me personally, I never did a pop-up. I don't recommend that because when people see your face, they're a lot more receptive to you. But because my nerves, you guys, my nerves, I start to fumble over my words. And I always want to make a good impression when I first go. So I did not do a lot of pop-ups. I did after-hour calling. I called these places after hours with my script. That way I could say it flawlessly with no interruptions. I could say it clean, precise, just like that, right? That's why I did a lot of after-hour calling and a lot of emails. And that's how I got all of my people. Well, not all of them, but majority of them. Some were like people who called in, but that's how I got my people, by after-hour calling, because, you know, sometimes your nerves can get the best of you. A cleaning business? Oh, not bad at all. Baby, if you need directions on how to go about it, yes. But to actually form your LLC, no, I don't help you with forming it, but I will tell you how to get it. No, I don't help. Are you up here? Did you want to speak, honey? Baby, can you hear me? Maybe you made a mistake. Maybe you didn't mean to come up. How I get into about doing this, April, when you're ready, the link is in the bio. I do provide mentorship for all those. It's a big community over there, you guys. Like, and when I tell you we're winning, and we're winning for a reason, because everybody helps everybody over there. Okay, it doesn't make sense to get into a mentorship group and you got people failing, not getting their house, no. Everybody's going to help everybody over there. You have questions, I promise you we have answers. We're going to help you set up. We're going to give you the script. Say the script, right? We're going to tell you what to do. The blueprint's already there, you guys. You don't have to try to remix it into your own thing. Do what works. We're telling you what works. You do it, okay? Stick to the script. Okay, we're going to have you on weekly coaching calls so that you stay up to par. You stay up on what you're supposed to do. All right? It's already laid out for you, right? Proven scripts, proven contracts. If you don't already have a house, it's okay. You can still make some money before you even get your house, because we'll teach you how to become a referral resource. Okay? We got you. Okay? Oh no, I'm not in Atlanta. I'm in Pennsylvania. I wish I was in Atlanta. I hear Atlanta is popping. You're welcome. You're welcome. But yeah, just follow the script. Follow it because it works. If we're telling you to do something, it's because we've already done it over and over. Okay, it's already proven. So just do it. Okay. I know sometimes you want to, but I want to say this. No. Do that. Do what we're telling you now, right? And if you want to freestyle afterwards, then you do that. But get your house first. Do what we're telling you to do because it works. And why would you stray from the formula that works? I'm in Florida, baby. Florida. My brain just froze. Terrence is in Florida. He's running it down there. So yes, he knows all the ins and outs about it. Got you. You could definitely do this in Florida. Do you change your a fee? Yeah, for the mentorship, April, yes. Oh my God, everybody's in Florida. Yes. One of our mentors is in Florida too. There's so many properties out there. Thanks for coming in. April, it's 97. 97. Journey, thanks for coming in. South Carolina, of course you. Special K, of course you could do this in South Carolina. That is so crazy. The night that Terrence does not come, because he usually does partake in the lives on Thursday, but you know he's busy over with the mentorship. He would be so gassed that so many, what do you call them, Floridians? That's how y'all say it, Floridians, are in the building. That is crazy. Ellie, thanks for joining. Okay, I got it right. Yeah, you guys, I'm telling you, once you get your first house, because I can remember like it was yesterday. That feeling that you get. Sweet Rose Tea is in the building, you guys. Hi, baby. Good to see you. I knew you'd come by soon. I'm like, I thought I saw you earlier, but I was like, maybe that wasn't her. Good to see you, honey bun. I'm in Maryland. Yes, Anonymous, you can do this in Maryland. You guys, you can do this in any state, okay? But like I said it earlier, some states, not all, because all of them do not require, Florida don't require zoning. Some states do require zoning. It's not a big deal, okay? It's just, it takes a couple more steps. That's it. Thank you, baby. Thank you. We're all on tonight because it's raining, so it can't be on. Oh, it's raining. It's hot and muggy out here. Fred, what do you mean? When you said do what do you mean? Thank you, Sweet Rose Tea. But yeah, a lot of cities, a lot of states don't require zoning, but I do teach about zoning because I see like nobody is telling people about zoning. Maybe because they think it scares people, but you don't have to be scared. It just takes you a little longer, but it shouldn't matter because as long as you're setting up properly, you won't get shut down. Okay. Oh, all over Florida. Good God. Zoning. Fred, zoning. Every state does not require zoning. I was just speaking about zoning for the states that actually do require it. We do go over that in mentorship as well. I also have a video about zoning if your state requires it. Not all states require it, so don't confuse it. Georgia, I'm going to say no. But don't hold me to it. But it's just a quick Google search. I'm going to say no. But don't hold me to it. I know Alabama does not require zoning. Florida doesn't. I know out here where I am at, it does. But even so, it's okay. Like don't trip off of zoning. Don't trip. It's fine. Okay? It just takes a little longer and it's okay. You'll still get to open up. You'll still get to have your home. You'll still get to help the community. You're still going to get, to be able to make a lot of money. You're still going to be able to do it. You just have to set up properly first. A zone for what type of project? For independent living, okay? For independent living, what we do is we house people who cannot get in traditional housing. It could be because they have, low credit. They can't get into traditional housing. They don't have enough money. They're coming out of recovery. For whatever reason, they are without a house. They're houseless. We house them. You can house mental health, children aging out of foster care, veterans, seniors, single mother with children, single fathers with children. Whatever demographic you choose to house, it's on you. You can even house multiple populations, right? Demographics. I do. Okay. And you don't necessarily have to have a house for each of those demographics. You can house them all in one, except for the women and children. If you're going to do women and children, just let it be women and children because you don't want different like men or anything in the house with them. Oh, wow. Yeah, so you can house any demographic that that you see fits with you. Okay? And let me tell you this. If by chance you house people, right? You house them and for whatever reason, it could be whatever reason, you feel like, what, this is not what I thought. This demographic isn't what I thought it would be or whatever. I just don't like it. Whatever, right? You can always pivot. You don't have to stay stuck in a demographic that you don't feel comfortable housing or don't want to house. You can always pivot, okay, and rehouse someone else. People do it all the time, okay? Thank you, Sweet Rose Tea. I did that. When I first wanted to open, I wanted to do reentry, the men and women coming out of the prison system. But I quickly changed my mind to seniors because I want people who stay long term. Okay, so if you decide to change your mind, it is okay. You're not stuck. You can do that. I house both men and females at my location. Yeah, you could do co-ed as well. Yep, definitely can. You can house co-ed. But what I do suggest, like, you can do co-ed, just don't do it with children. If the women have children, don't put, you're just asking for trouble. If the women have children, you don't want to set that up. Yeah, this is really a great way to get out of whatever situation you're in. It is, I don't want to make it seem like it's like 1, 2, 3, because you do have to do your due diligence, right? You do have to do your own thing. Like, you do have to get out there and market, right? But once you get out there and market and people know who you are and they start knowing you exist, it becomes a lot easier. A lot easier. And then they'll start sending you the people. Then it becomes routine, like clockwork. And then you don't have to market so hard anymore. Okay? Thank you for the likes, you guys. Appreciate you. My friend is looking to start one in Las Vegas. Oh, wow. I haven't seen a Las Vegas person in I don't know how long. Yeah, it can be. It can be a lot of work, especially if you're like trying to, go off of what this person is saying, this person is saying, then you're missing information. Then you got to go find the information. Then you got to go piece it together. It can be. It can be. It can be. But it doesn't have to be. You just find somebody who's already done it. Make sure, you trust them, right? And you just follow their blueprint. I just sent her your link. Awesome. 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 Thank you. House of Cherie. Thank you for joining. But yeah, y'all just drop the questions below. I'm here for another, I don't like to stay on too long. Probably like 15, 20 minutes maybe, because that will be my hour. But yeah, this is a great way to get your money up. Okay, you can literally start, and this is no BS. Okay, there's no BS. You can literally start from going from paycheck to paycheck to being up, and I mean up within a year. Okay, if you focus, right, and you do what is being told. Yeah, you can. I will tell her to DM me. Okay, baby. Yeah, like you can open up 2 houses within a year, right? And that's, yeah, you could. I was about to say 3, but some people are just not. I don't want to say they're not motivated enough, but they're not motivated enough. But yeah, you can open up 2 within a year. That's so doable. That is doable. I want to buy an Oklahoma law and actually sale for veterans. How much per bed? Jillian, it depends on how many bedrooms you have. Right? How many bedrooms were you thinking on getting? And how much are you paying for the bedroom? How much are you paying for your rent? Okay, because that all goes into play. It is fast rentals. You can literally open one in 30 days is what I'm trying to tell people. They're not listening to me. I did it under 30 days. Do you understand what I'm saying? You can do this in 30 days. This is not some long, drawn out, one day maybe I can get there too. It's not that. You follow the blueprint, you can open in 30 days, okay? 3 bedroom and 1 to buy. Okay. 3 bedroom, and Jillian, it depends on how much you're charging. Like what are you charging? Like, because you can charge anywhere from $600 to like $850 per shared room. Guys, follow what she is saying. She is very consistent in transparency. My daughter learned. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, baby. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. A 3-bedroom. Oh, you want to buy? Jillian, you want to buy a 3-bedroom? You can do a 3-bedroom. That's fine. Just don't go below a 3-bedroom. 3 or 4. Of course, more bedrooms means more income for you. Okay? So me personally, I always shoot for a 4 because I know it's going to get me, the money that I want. And also I'm going to be able to house more people. The more people you help, the more it benefits you. Okay? Frederick, the link is in the bio, baby. PayPal, Black Horse. What do you mean for PayPal for what, baby? If I buy a 4-bedroom and share 2 per. Jillian, you could. Is parking an issue? No, Federal, only because they're seniors, they don't drive, and that's why you guys have to make sure that you get your house by public transportation, okay? 2-bedroom, how much could I rent per room? Anywhere, like I said, anywhere from $600 to $850 per shared room. I don't know how much you could make per room. Like I said, you can anywhere from $600 to $850 you can charge. But I can't tell you how much you're going to make because I don't know what your utilities are going to be, how much your mortgage is going to be. You know what I mean? Because all that factors into it. And after that, then I'll be able to tell you, how much you possibly can make. You could do it like this, Jillian, right? You take your mortgage or your rent plus your utilities, right? And you're going to divide it by the number of people that you're going to house. Whatever that number is, that's the number that you have to charge each individual to make that specific amount. Maybe you want to make 7,000, 6,000, right? If that's your goal, if 6,000 is your goal, right? Let's say 6,000 is your goal. Take your rent or your mortgage and your utilities and divide it by the number of people that you're going to house. Whatever that number is, that's the number that you have to charge each individual in order to get your $6,000. Black Horse is your guide. Yes, honey. Black Horse, yes. Yes, Tony. Smart girl. Smart girl. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Your daughter says she's not playing. She went straight for the 4. I love that. I love that. And Miss Vines, thank you for joining, baby. But yeah, you guys, like I was telling you, you can do this. Like, this is not a, what was I going to say? This is not some far away, I'm hoping and wishing on a star I could one day own one like the rest of the people. It's not that. You buckle down, you do what's told of you, you can have yours open in 30 days. Okay, and that's not me exaggerating. This is not an exaggeration. This is real life, real facts. I've done it, and I'm not special. Other people have done it too. Okay. So you don't have to worry about, oh my God, it's going to take me 6 months. It's going to take me a year to open up. I have to do it. Nope. You follow the plan, you follow the blueprint, 30 days. It happens faster than you think, especially if you're out there and you're marketing. Those calls are going to start coming in. And a lot of people are like, oh my God, I'm not even ready. I didn't even pick up the phone. They were calling me. I didn't pick up. It gets like that because it hits before you're even ready. They'll call you and you think you're ready. But when somebody's calling to place somebody, you're nervous. Yeah, it's okay. But it's a good nervous. It's a good nervous. Thank you for joining, Del Green. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. But I want you guys to know that you can do this. Like, I want you to do this. by the end of this year, what are we in? August? December. The end of the year is coming. By the new year, you guys, you can have this. By September, if you're starting in September, by the end of September, you can have it. Okay, you can have it. If you're gonna start in October, by the end of October, you can have it. What skills would you need to do this? Right, you don't have to have any particular set of skills, because there's no nursing involved. There's no caregiving. All these people, they're like you and me, right? They're independent. They can cook for themselves, clean for themselves, wash themselves. So we're just housing them. We're not doing anything else. We're strictly housing. So you don't need a license for this. You don't need any fancy degrees. You just have to have the will to help people and, do right by people. That's it. You don't need any fancy schmancy. And even if this is your first business, it's okay. It's okay. Because we're going to show you what papers you need, how to run your house. You're going to be fine. Okay, you don't need any fancy schmancy degrees or anything like that. Paid in full. I like that name. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. A lot of people from different walks of life open up one. You can be a caregiver. You could be a nurse. You can be a forklift operator. You could be an entrepreneur. You could be a lash tech. You could be a lawyer. It doesn't matter. Like, all kinds of people join because this is what they want to do. Like, why put in so much work at work when I can do this and still get paid? You know what I mean? Like, and I don't have to show up every single day performing, talking to people I don't want to talk to, sitting there watching the clock and it's not moving, right? You're welcome. I just DM'd you. Okay. All right. You seem like it's a lot of gatekeeping going on. You seem like it's a lot of gatekeeping going on. My TikTok line. The original Miss Tutu. What you mean? Like gatekeeping? Like what? What are they saying? What are they talking about? Fred, thank you for sharing the live, baby. Thank you. Appreciate you. I do. Damian Bird, thank you for joining. I'm really enjoying your. Oh, thanks, Anonymous. Thanks, Anonymous. But yeah, you guys drop your questions so I can tell you what's going on. I don't want you running in circles talking about, oh, it's a, independent living doesn't work. It works. It works. Okay. There is money. Okay. In this, when people are telling me, okay, let me say this. When you hear the people saying, oh, you can make 5,000, you can make 10,000, right? You can. That's not a lie. That's not a lie. Okay. That is the truth. But is everybody making it? No. Okay. Because everybody can't make it. Why? Because everybody doesn't have a 4, 5 bedroom, 6 bedroom house is what they're not telling you. Okay. Like a 2 bedroom is not making $10,000. It's not. But they're not going to say that. They're just going to say, hey, you can make, you know what I mean? But is the money real? Yes. Can you make that? Absolutely, you can. How can you make it? How can you make if you got 3 bedroom house? How can you make? They mean, saying how much can you make? Again, I hate to say it depends, but it does. Okay, because I don't know how much your rent is, and I don't know how much you're charging. Again, I charge $750. What will you be charging? All right. How much is your rent? How much is your utilities? Yes, my cousins in Alabama could try. Yes, in Alabama, you don't need zoning either. So, yeah, she definitely can do that. Or he. I don't know which one your cousin is, but yeah, they definitely can do this in Alabama. Frida, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Yes, sorry for typo. I'm mortgage 824. Okay. So David, how much do you want to make? Can you give me that number? For a 3 bedroom, how much are you looking to try to make? Yes, I do. I charge $750 per bed. Per person, per bed. I charge per bed, not per room, per bed. Okay, she is a she. Hey Toya, what's going on, mommy? Yeah, if I charge $750 per room, I'd be broke. Okay, I would never make it. Yeah, Damon, if you were able to tell me like what your utilities and your mortgage plus you're gonna house 6 people, all right, and you're gonna divide it by 6. Um, you're charging 350 a room. Damien, what are you talking about? What? What do you mean? What? You're not charging 350 a room. First of all, you're not doing that. I'm not gonna let you do that. What do you mean 350? You have go my each bed. You have go my each bed. April, say it again, baby. You said you was charging 350. No, I did not. You had never heard me say I'm charging 350. What are you talking about? I charge 750. I would not charge 350. I wouldn't even be able to cover my bills. You know what I mean? It's okay. So you go buy charger. So you go buy charger each bed. Yeah, we charge per bed. Everyone charges per bed. We don't charge per room. Miss Wealthy Cash. Hey. Love you, Jay. Thanks for joining, honey bun. They remember charge $758.50 per bed depending on your location. Yes, you can charge anywhere from $6 to $850 for your beds. Okay, for your shared beds. Hey, how do I get grants to start? A lot of us don't get grants. I'm gonna tell you, Miss Wealthy Cash. A lot of us, to be quite honest with you, we saved out of our savings. I took it out of my savings. Some people just take it out of their checks every week or every other week, depending. If you're looking for like business funding, trying to get your business funding to start, we also do that in mentorship. We do help people get business funding. If that's something you want to get into, we do that. But grants, by the time you get a grant, it just takes so long. You know what I mean? It takes so long to get the grant. By the time you get the grant, you could have already saved it up. You know what I mean? So I don't know too many people who've gotten a grant. They've just saved up or they got the business loan. Hello, is this for elderly or anyone? I house seniors, but they don't, Frida, they don't have to be seniors. They don't have to be elderly. No, you can 18 and over if that's what you want to do. Paula Mooney reminds me of Paul Mooney. No, not in Alabama. You're welcome. Do you target small or large mental health agencies? Love you, Jade. I target them all. There's a lot over where I'm at. I target them all. I try not to miss any of them because what if this agency that I'm reaching out to for mental health, right now they don't have anyone to send me. I gotta hit them all. The more people I have to target, the better my chances are. Anonymous, it depends on where you're at because you're gonna need first month's rent and security, or depending on where you're at, you're gonna need first month's security and last month's. You're welcome. And if you don't have the money to get your home, be a referral agent and you still get paid. Thank you, sweet Rose T. Thank you. And if you don't have the money for your home right now, you can be a referral agent and you can make the money that way. A referral agent is simply someone who refers clients to other agencies. Say right now, my house is full. I can't take anybody in, but the agencies are still calling me because they need to place somebody. I then accept that referral, but I refer them out to a different agency. I tell them my fee, they pay me my fee, and then they get the client. Okay, you can make money like that, and you can stack that money from your referrals and then open up your independent living home. Okay. Damon, you can, whatever demographic that you want to house, like you can go to the men's shelter. Over here's the YMCA. You can go to any of the shelters, the women's domestic battery shelters. You can go to the soup kitchens. You can go to the local clinics, mental health facilities. All of those. You can go to any one of those. Me personally, I prefer to email. I do. What fee to charge them? Your referral, your choice. Okay. 150, 250, 350. It's up to you. Because you got to think of it. You're going to send them this referral. Yeah, they're going to send you $300. Some people might think it's a lot, but it's really not a lot. That client is going to be in that house until they, either move out or die, right? So they're getting reoccurring payments from that one referral. So a $300 referral might seem like a lot to people, but it's not, because that one client is going to pay that person, that operator, over and over and over and over and over again. Susie, they have money through their Social Security, their SSDI, their veterans benefits. Some people have pensions. Some of the agencies do pay for some of the clients. So it doesn't matter what your referral fee is. It's always going to be worth it. So if somebody says, hey, my referral fee is $250, my referral fee is $300, pay the fee. Pay the fee. What's $300 to $750 or $850, whatever you're charging? You're going to be receiving that every month from that one client, off of that one-time $300 payment or $200 payment that you receive, that you have to pay for the referral. So the house pays us the fee. Sam, what you mean, honey bun? You mean Diva Essentials? So please don't complain about people's referral fees, because you're going to make it. You're going to make it right back the first time they pay you. The first month that comes and it's time for them to pay their rent, you already made your $300 back. So don't even complain about anybody's referral fee. You're making the money right back. Yes, the client does pay us. Yep. Hey, Bittersweet. What's going on, honey? Gina. But yeah, y'all. Just wanted to pop on and let you guys know this. If you have any questions after I jump off, you can DM me. But I think I'm gonna go pop over on in the community, see what's going on over there. Let's see. My business is in Hinesville, GA. My house already. Ooh, okay. And I can't get any clients. Can you please? What do you mean you can't get any clients? Bittersweet. Where have you been marketing? And have you been marketing every week? Okay, it's not a one-time thing. I keep trying to tell you that. Every single day. I don't care if it's just an email. I don't care if it's a phone call. You have to do it every day. Every day. And then if you don't hear from them, you have to follow up. They're going to forget you. You have to follow up. Do you offer a referral fee, or do you let the caseworker ask first? Love you, Jay. What do you mean? The agencies that are sending you the people should not be asking you for a referral fee. That's free. The referral fee comes in when they send them to you. Okay, they usually send them to you for free. That they have to place these people somewhere. That is their job, to find them housing. You are the person that they found. However, you don't have a house right now. Okay, you refer that person to another agency, someone else who has their house already. Okay, then they pay you. Shelter, yes, every day. Okay, are you following up? You got to do the follow up. Have you started your referral agency yet? Yeah, Sweet Rose Tea does have a Sweet Rose Tea. Please drop that you have a referral agency because she does refer people. You guys, what agency should I use? Who are you trying to house, Bittersweet? Who are you trying to house? You should be out there in the shelters, the mental health, hospitals, clinics, women's shelters, men's shelters, the DV shelters, all of them. Okay, until you actually find the demographic that you want to house. Okay, how long you been at it, Bittersweet? Because we can't just set it and forget it. People have to know, that we exist. It's a full-time job until you get your house filled up. Okay, that has happened before, Bittersweet. You're not out the game. That has happened. And you said you're in. Did you say you was in Georgia? I forgot where you said you was at. But you're not out the game. Don't be discouraged. Okay, I've heard of a 2-month person who it took 2 months. No, actually 3 months. Because where they were at was very, how do you call it? What do you say, rural, right? There was not a lot of agencies. It was not a lot. But I'm telling you like I told her, it's gonna click. Okay, you're going to get your people do exactly what you're doing. It's going to click. I promise you. 2 months, you're okay. Okay, sometimes when the towns are small like that, it just takes a little longer. But it's still going to happen. Okay, it's still going to work out for you. All right. You're okay. Keep doing what you're doing. The people are going to come. Damon, 2. I only wanted 1, honestly, but I just, my goal was 1, but you know how that goes. All right, you guys, I think it's been an hour. I think so. Do you have any questions before I jump off of here, y'all? Going once. Going twice. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and jump off this live. But thank you guys for coming in. Again, if you need mentorship, we are over there for you. Again, it is weekly coaching calls. You got the community behind you. If you are looking for some type of business funding, we're going to help you with that too. We also help you if you don't have your house. You can become a referral resource so that you can stack your money so that you can get your house. Okay, we're all over there for you. That's how we're running over there because everybody helps everybody. All right, no, thank you, Sweet Rose Tea. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate you. I really do. All right, J-Rob, thanks for joining, honey, but I'm leaving. But this was great. I will talk to you guys next time. Again, if you have any questions, just let me know. And I'll just answer them in a DM. All right, guys.